Hi guys, last night I did a video connecting this 2.4 gigahertz receiver to this toy grade chassis. Bought the transmitter and receiver off AliExpress. And once I'd wired it all up, it made no difference what I did, forwards, backwards, left or right. The drive motor and the steering motor would operate at the same time. So if I did that, it would drive and turn left. If I did that, it would drive and turn right. If I did that, it would drive and turn left. If I did that, it would drive and turn right. And if I used these buttons, it would do exactly the same. So it made no difference which button I pressed. It was activating both motors. So I've sort of talked to AliExpress about it. I say sort of. I have absolutely no doubt that I was speaking to a AI bot. Got no progress talking to them whatsoever. I don't want to send it back. I can send it back, but I don't want to send it back because I want them to know that it doesn't work and they're selling stuff that doesn't work. So just sending it back means I'd get my money back. I'd rather they did something about selling stuff that doesn't work. Anyway, that's the backstory. What I thought I would do is take it apart and have a look at the circuit board, just in case there's anything obvious, like a bit of solder flashing across touching two wires together or something like that. I've taken some close-up photos of that board, so I'll include them, but we'll have a look inside of this one. I'll take the batteries back out. I'll put a link in the video description to the previous video anyway, just so you can see what I did, because I thought I was getting on quite well. It all went together nicely. And then when I actually tried it, I realised it wasn't working, which was a bit disappointing. Because it should be as simple as connecting up 6 wires. 2 wires for each motor, so that's 4, and 2 wires for the battery, 6. So that's what I did. Right, are we going to come apart easily? Use my favourite tool, my father's old letter opener. It's come in very useful for all sorts of things. That does feel like there's an extra... Oh yeah, there is extra screws. I haven't done enough screws yet. There we go. Yeah, I'll say I'm disappointed because it's a nice looking little controller. So it should have been an easy little job. And it just all went wrong at the last few minutes when nothing worked. Well, it all worked, to be more exact. It all worked at the same time instead of independently. Right, so I'm going to be... It might be a bit awkward to get out because it's probably stuck to the back of those tags. And they're on springs. That's what's holding it in. There we go. So that's the chip that does everything. As I was saying in the previous video on older transmitters and receivers, you had one chip for doing the encoding, and then the rest of the circuitry was actually the radio receiver. Or if it was infrared, then it would be an infrared circuit board. But the actual chip that did the encoding was usually an RX2 and a TX2. TX for the transmitter, RX for the receiver. There were several variations of them, but they were all basically RX2 or TX2. And then the 40 megahertz, 27 megahertz, or whatever else you were signaling at was a separate part of the circuit board. Anyway, at first glance, there's nothing obvious there indicating something short-circuiting. We'll go close up on the chip. So no, there's no obvious solder flash or anything going across, connecting two legs together. So that's our left-right. Oh, it's actually labelled L and R, and F and B for forwards and backwards. And then that's the other three buttons. It says 7 channels there. So basically they're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. (2022). There is the vaguest chance you might be able to find a circuit diagram with that. Yeah, what a shame. It would have been nice. Just another quick look at the receiver. No, there's no number on that chip. There is a number on the H bridge. Don't know if we can get that into focus in any way. There we go. But nothing on there. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.